Hey guys, Kathy from Smyrna, Tennessee. I hope you're having an amazing day. It is cold here and it has been snowing and snow flurries. We don't get snow very often, if you even really want to call it snow. Even though we've been getting flurries all day, the grass was covered this morning, but it's no longer covered. If you're jumping on now, go ahead and put one in the comments, reach out to me, say hi so I can see I'm not alone. If you're watching this on the replay, put 2 in the comments or put replay so I can give you a reach out. I want to make some keto fat bombs. Sometimes I just need a sweet treat and I'll make these and I'll put them in the freezer. It says it makes 12 bombs and those bombs are probably 2 net carbs a piece. I think mine usually make more than 12 and so there'll be 1 net carb a piece. The hardest thing is to remember to take the Philadelphia cream cheese out of the fridge so that it will be at room temperature. So that's what I've got here. It's the Philadelphia cream cheese. Remember I told you guys with cheeses, just be careful when you're getting them because if you use the store brands, they might have more carbs in them. And if you're counting carbs, 1 extra carb is a lot. So if you don't need it, you don't need it. So this recipe is in my special recipe group. Hi Samantha, thanks for joining. So if you're not in that group and you want to be added, make sure you put group in the comments and I'll get you added. Also, make sure that we are friends. Facebook says we have to be friends before I can invite you to that group. So send me that friends request at the same time. So this, guys, isn't going to take a long time at all. It's no bake. It's just, combine 4 ingredients, freeze it, and it's good to go. Hi Eileen, thanks for joining. Also, if you want to share this to your page, share it to your group. Sharing is caring, and it helps me out immensely. If you like fat bombs, go ahead and put fat bombs in the comments. Let me know what your favorite fat bomb is. Hi, JW, thanks for joining. So yeah, I like anything that's got some chocolate in it. This is simple, easy. I don't do very well with the fat bombs where you have to dip them in chocolate because anytime I dip something in chocolate, it looks messy. It's never smooth. So anyways, I've already left out my cream cheese. Like I said, I use Philadelphia cream cheese. Make sure you're looking at the carbs on the back if you're tracking them though. So we got cream cheese. I've never made these before. I always use sugar in my fat bombs or sugar substitute. This doesn't call for sugar substitute. It actually calls for sugar-free Jello cheesecake mix. So it's a pudding. Is it a pudding? Yeah, it's a pudding. So we're going to put 1 of these packets in here. And I'm guessing it's the small packet. It doesn't really say the packet in the recipe, so we'll see how that goes. So this will replace the sugar substitute, if you use monk fruit or Splenda or anything like that. So, and then what else? We have heavy whipping cream. This is what I'm using from Publix. It says 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. So, like I said, tell me in the comments if you like fat bombs. If you're new to watching me, go ahead and tell me where you're from. I like to learn where everybody is from. I don't have everybody from the 52 states yet. I've got some additional countries, but not all the states. All right, so I'm gonna combine all these. It's gonna get a little bit noisy, guys. Now my cream cheese, like I said, has been left out, so it's room temperature and it's soft. Hi, Tiana. Thank you for joining. Smells really good. It's nice and thick. Let me get these cleaned off of here. So I like fat bombs. They're great. Nice little snack when you want like a cookie or something. Especially if you're a person that every day really likes cookie dough. Making a fat bomb is kind of a little bit like eating some cookie dough. I store these in the freezer and I like just take them out. They only take a few seconds to soften up, and they, like I said, they freeze very well. All right, let me get this other one out of here. And so we're gonna add some chocolate chips to this. You can add the chocolate chips of your flavor that you like. I'm using some I think mine's semi-sweet, but I also have like dark chocolate. I've got peppermint. So you can, I mean, if I wanted to split this batter and put 2 different kinds of chocolate chips in it, you know, I could do that. Whatever your preference is. This will help with that sweet tooth, and it also has high fat content. When you're on a keto diet, we're trying to get the, you know, the fat in there. So, hi Tana, thanks for joining. So, like I said, if you're new for the first time, let me know where you're from, so I can give you a shout out. This recipe and all my other recipes can be found in my special recipes group. So, if you're not in that group, you should be. Go ahead and put group in the comments, and I'll get you added. But like I said before, Facebook says we have to be friends, so make sure you send me that friends request. All right, it says, I think, 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. So we're gonna add that in there. And these, I'm using the Lily's chocolate chips. Hi Linda, thanks for joining. So I'm gonna just put 1/2 cup. And you know, you can put more, if or less of your choosing. If you're actually counting your net carbs and stuff, you know, you probably want to make sure you're measuring it out. So I'm going to just mix this in here a little bit. Get this all mixed up here so it's almost like a cookie dough. I don't know about you guys, I really love fat bombs, so I'm looking, especially when you want a cookie or something sweet, just take one of these out. I've never made them with a pudding before, so I'm kind of anxious to see how this tastes. All right, so I think they're pretty mixed. I'm going to grab my spoon real quick because it kind of mixes a little bit better. It's not as flimsy as that little cake spatula thing. That's what it looks like. It looks just like cookie dough, guys. Don't y'all like cookie dough? All right, so that's it, guys. That's all the ingredients for my fat bomb. I put in a block of cream cheese at room temperature, 1 packet of sugar-free cheesecake pudding, 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream, and 1/2 cup of sugar-free chocolate chips. And I got them on a piece of parchment paper here, and I'm actually using a cookie scoop. Like I said, this is going to make more than 12. The recipe says it makes 12 at 2 net carbs. But this is going to make more, so it'll probably be about 1 net carb. I'm going to stick them in the freezer for a little bit, let them freeze up, and then I'll take them off of my pan, and I will just put them in a bowl or a baggie and keep them in the freezer and just take them out as I want them. So let me just make a few of these, and you can see what they look like. Makes a nice little snack when you want something sweet. It just helps you stay on your diet plan. Gives you little sweet treats. Count the, you know, the net carbs. Hi Patricia, thanks for joining. Linda, do you make any fat bombs? Do you have a fat bomb favorite? A lot of the fat bombs have peanut butter in them. I'm not a big peanut butter person, so I was looking for something that didn't have peanut butter. I've never made these ones actually before, but they smell good. I had some cheesecake pudding in the fridge, so I wanted to, not in the fridge, you know, cheesecake in a box. So I wanted to make sure I use some of that up on there, but like I said, it said this recipe says it makes 12 and they're 2 net carbs. But guys, look, I still got half my batter in here. And I've got 10 on my sheet already. You know, so I'm using a real small cookie scoop. I don't know what size it is. But, you know, I'd rather have 1 net carb than 2 net carbs for something sweet and when I'm counting. So, like I said, do what works for you. If you're not doing net carbs and you just want a sweet treat, you know, have a couple of these. Fat bombs can be addictive. Sometimes it's hard to just eat one. Hi, Cheryl. Thanks for joining. Hi, Danny. Danny, you're amazing. I appreciate you sharing. I can't do this without you. And I know, I think you messaged me the other day about the radish recipe. You just loved that. So I love hearing when you guys make one of these recipes and whether you liked it or not. We all have different tastes, so not everybody's gonna like it. But hi Sherry, thanks for joining. But yeah, like I said, tell me in the comments if you guys like fat bombs. Have you even had a fat bomb before? Like I said, this is like a cookie dough substitute for me. I love cookie dough. There's no eggs in it. There's no sugars. It's just the pudding, the cream cheese, and the heavy whipping cream. So it's full of fat. Some of these are I'm gonna make this one's kind of small. I'm gonna show you my pan in a minute, sorry guys. Adding the heavy whipping cream helps make this a little bit smoother so it's easier to spread out. But guys, let's see how much I've got in here. I'm gonna finish this up and then I'll show you my pan. I've got, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18. I've got almost 24 of these. So this will last me for some time. And like I said, I'm gonna keep them in the freezer. I don't know if anybody else makes these and keeps them in the freezer, but they thaw really fast. They're almost like, look like little ice cream bites. And that's about it, guys. I'm on my last one. I gotta find a spot to put it. I might have to just eat it. So, all right, I'm gonna just try this real quick. It tastes just like cheesecake. There's no chocolate chips on these ones, but it tastes just like a cheesecake. Doesn't taste sugar-free, doesn't tastes like a real cheesecake. These are gonna be amazing. They're gonna help me with my sweet tooth. Here you guys go. And that's what they look like. I'm gonna just set them in my freezer. Check on them probably in about 20 minutes, and once they get hard, then I'll put them in another container so that I've got some space. But that's it, guys. I only used 4 ingredients: Lily bacon chips, Jello cheesecake flavor. I used Philadelphia cream cheese, and then I used heavy whipping cream. So, like I said before, if you want this recipe or any of my other recipes, go ahead and put group in the comments, and I'll get you added. You guys, I come on here at random times, so make sure you're watching me and following me. Tap on the screen. You'll see the 3 little dots in the right-hand corner. Follow first. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. And if you try this recipe, come back and let me know how you liked it. See you guys.